All right, we are ready for some football manager. Let me get everything turned on. There we go. Cool. All right, let's go. Yeah, I'm excited. This is gonna be fun. Let me minimize that so I can see that screen. There we go. Yeah. So we have already completed everything we need to complete in this run. We've won the Bundesliga many times over. We have now officially won the Champions League. We did that last season against Barcelona in extra time, but it did take care of it. We got it done. So yeah, we're basically, for all intents and purposes, done with the save as far as that's concerned. We are successful, but what we are going to continue to do, let's just see how good this team can actually get. We've got an amazing squad with an amazing amount of potential. We're just going to see what they can do and see how many of these guys can reach their full potential. See if we can just end up with some of the best players in the world on this team. We already have some of the best players in the world on this team because I did go out and because why not, go buy some of the best players in the world. I bought Daniel Perez here. He's one of the best players in the world. We've had him before, though. That was the stipulation. We had to have had him at some point in this save, and we did. We had him at Trabzonspor many, many, many years ago. And I can't believe it's been that long since we've been at Trabzonspor. So we had him way back then, and then we also picked up... Where is he? I cannot see him. My brain. I don't remember the last guy we brought. I know we brought somebody. I promise. Oh, there he is. Farkas. We brought Farkas in here, who's also another one of the best players in the world. And again, another player we had at Trabzonspor many a year ago, and we lost him, and we were sad. So we went out and spent 200 million pounds on him because at this point in the save, we might as well just have some fun with some players that we used to have and see where we go with that. I love the fact that Farkas is that good and that Horvat is basically just as good as him. And obviously Horvat has been on our team for many years now. So it's good to see some of our other players at the level of these best players in the world. That is awesome. So we're going to be doing something a little bit different though this season. Because I just want to get through as many seasons as we can before, before I either stop playing or, to wait for FM25 or just FM25 itself comes out. We're going to be doing a lot of simming. We're just going to sim through the seasons. I don't really care about playing the games. We just want to see how good this team can get. So we're worried about the development and things like that than the actual playing of the games. If we get to some like really, really important games, we might show those off, like some finals or things like that. But other than that, I just don't care. So we're just going to zip through this. I don't know if that'll be boring. I don't know if that'll be interesting. We're going to find out. I enjoy this type of thing because I don't mind simming the games personally. But because I enjoy more of the recruitment, the development, things like that. But we'll see how it goes. And we'll kind of go from there. But first game up is going to be against FC Bayern. It is a Super Cup game. Super Cup, I don't really care about that much. So maybe I don't really care about simming, whether or not we sim this one. Honestly, neither one of these Super Cups, to me, is that important. So I think we're just going to go ahead and push through both of these. Let's see, what do we care about Super Cup? Not important. What do we care about the... neither Super Cup is really that important. So obviously it's just the Bundesliga and the Champions League that the board cares about. We're still waiting on our new stadium someday. It'd be nice if we can get to the point where we got our new stadium, got to see kind of what that looks like, see what kind of income that starts bringing in. It will be here in 2038. So we are a long ways away from that. Will we still be playing that game in 2038? Maybe. We might sim another 10 years for all I know. We'll find out. Without further ado, though, let's get into this and see where we got. FC Bayern's coming up in 7 days. Looks good. I already have my squad, I think, figured out. Let me just make sure my squad is set up properly. We will go ahead and grab our potential squad here. Nope, it is not set up properly. So I do need to set this up. Cars will be playing alongside 6. Perez will be taking that left slot ahead of Horvat, although Horvat is also quite amazing. Actually, Horvat... Well, we have Hanses. So if we didn't have Hanses, I'd put Horvat as a defensive midfielder. But, I mean, it's probably not a bad idea to have 2 amazing left wingers. We'll see how that goes. So Perez takes that top slot over there. We played enough money for him. Zavatsky stays on the right. We got Hanses and we got Farkas coming into our defensive midfield. Looking good there. And then Alfredo Sauce on the left, Natman on the right. Blanco and Vergara in the defensive midfield, or center back role, I should say. You're right-footed. I just want to make sure these guys are like in the proper... They're both right-footed, so it doesn't really matter. And then our goalkeeper is still Pereira, so that all looks good. I think everything else looks great here. And then we'll just go ahead and set up our bench real quick. Our bench would be primarily Elia as our first outstriker behind him. Horvat, of course, is going to be in here, and he's going to get plenty of game time, so I'm not worried about Horvat, although he might be a little upset. Well, who knows? Bodson comes in here as the right. Defensive midfield would be Paolini. And then left back is Bushy. Right back is Gustin, and then Johnson is our... Oh, he's already there. Is our primary there. And then our backup goalkeeper is Leosin. Cool. All right, so that is our lineup. I mean, our worst player is Zavatsky at 3 stars. Natman's down to a 3-star player. I love it when Natman, who has been like a 4.5 star player for us this entire time, is suddenly our worst player, you know, 3 stars in that role. I mean, obviously he's technically a 4.5 star player overall. So, okay, that looks good. We're going to go ahead and add this to our, we're just going to call this our best squad. Not about being our potential squad anymore, because our potential squad has become our good squad here. And obviously our backups are also very, very awesome. So I'm not upset about that. Cool. All right, let's go with this. We'll go ahead and cruise through to the Bayern Munich game, and we'll see where this goes. Hopefully we just get off to an amazing start here. I honestly don't know. I always kind of wonder about these teams until we kind of really see them in action. So we will see how this goes. I guess I need to say no to those because I don't want to get rid of you. I want you to stay, Mr. Braun. At least for now. Chuman. I don't remember. Oh, yeah. Chuman is a Japanese player that I looked at. 2-star current ability, could be as high as 4.5 star. I don't plan on playing him. He's just kind of one of those guys that I wanted to bring in that we can bring him in for 5.2 mil and probably flip him for some money down the road. So that's the reason why I went ahead and picked up him. We're still going to continue that because we still got to get money coming in. Obviously, our financial situation currently still not that bad, but projection is, you know, getting a little bit worse. So we definitely want to continue to do the Wonder Kid distribution center, as I've been calling it, kind of develop them and distribute them back out to other teams as they are worth more money. Yep, that's all good. I mean, I don't even care if we loan him back out. I think he's actually going back out to his team, isn't he? Is he still? Did we send him back out? Yeah, he's back out alone. So he'll be out alone on this season, which is good. It's exactly what we wanted. Because we don't actually want to keep him right now. We don't, like I said, I actually don't think he'll be good enough to play ever. I could be wrong. I'd love to be wrong. But if he's good enough to buy for 5 mil and flip for 25 mil someday, that is a good piece of business. No offers for Micah. Okay. I mean, we just aren't going to use Micah. We'll keep trying to offer him out, see if we can get him out of here. We do not need Micah at all. That looks good. That looks fine. And yeah, that's fine as well. I mean, collective bonuses, I would love to bump these up to higher, but we just don't have that much money right this second, so we'll just keep them all on normal. At least they won't be unhappy. I mean, I get that Abe is a good player, but he just doesn't have a slot in our lineup right now. He really doesn't. So that's all good. All right, Guilherme is going on loan to Aston Villa. I mean, again, another player that looks like he could be good, and maybe we just sell him on someday. We'll find out. Bodson, okay, we'll fix your game time back the way it was. I was just trying to, I can slip in some of these reduced game times, and then they become less irritable when I do rotations, which we kind of have to do because we're going to be playing a lot of games. I mean, somebody will give me 22.5 mil for him. How much do we pay for him? 25. I mean, at least we kind of almost break even. So I'm not super concerned if that does happen. We'll keep offering him out for now. We don't need him. We don't want him. I would have loved to have kept him, but if the guy's going to go out and get drunk twice in this one season, he's not the kind of guy I want on my team. It's just the way that goes. I'll forgive once. I might even forgive twice if it happened like in different seasons. But twice within like probably even, I think it was even the same month. It's just like, no. That is not how we roll. Theo. Surprised nobody's coming for him, even with a low ball offer. Guess we'll still do the praise for training, because obviously that's going to help them stay happy. And again, in the world of Morale Manager, that is important for games. My air conditioner in my house broke yesterday, technically. And of course, yesterday is like the hottest day we've had here in a very, very long time. So it's like, really? And maybe there's a correlation there. Maybe it was trying too hard. I don't know. But it's still blowing air. It's just not blowing cold air. And my house is currently at 83 degrees, which is better than it could be, I suppose. But not great. Got a guy coming out. I think the earliest day they can come out is Wednesday. So that is going to be a fun few days of just misery. I might sleep outside because outside it's getting like 55 degrees tonight. I'll sleep outside. All right. What do we got here? Zabati obviously still injured, so Botson comes in for you. And then do we have anybody that can come in? Fall can technically play over there, right? So we'll bring Fall onto the bench. And we still have Maiga on the team, but I am not playing Maiga. He does not get that honor. Oh, Fall's injured. Never mind. I did not see that. Oh, I gotta avoid playing Maiga. I'm sorry. I'm just not doing it. I'm gonna have to play Maiga, aren't I? Cars can play over there. So we can bring on pretty much anybody to fill in a spot. We'll just bring in Rodriguez. It'll be fine. And then Johnson should be okay. Let me filter out people who are not at the team. And that all looks good. Cool. Let's go. Let's see if we can win this game here with our new awesome players. Oh, they beat us in penalties in a game that I don't care about, but that's okay. Paris picking up a goal, though, against his old squad. Gotta love that. Who missed the penalty? Gustin missed a penalty. 6 scored. Hansa scored. Jose Alfredo Sauce scored. Okay, fair enough. It's all right. We kept it close, which is good to see. We know FC Bayern is an amazing team. I mean, if we're going to lose to penalties to one of the best teams, other best teams in Germany, then I think that's probably telling us that we're in a good spot overall. All right, let's give the boys some rest here. I like to stagger the rest a little bit, because if they're not super risk prone to injury, and I could probably rest them a little bit less and get them a little bit more training, which overall hopefully helps their ability to get better. I mean, I think we looked at this already, but where are we on? Yeah, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players in the best 11. So we're missing 4. I think I mean, obviously Perez we're playing more on the left side. I get that he's listed as a tag midfielder in the center here. I think if it was registering Perez on the left, which, you know, it's not, but if it was, I think we might actually have another attacking midfielder or kind of someone who can play attacking midfielder that would be better here. It's interesting that Elia is listed as well, I guess he's attacking midfielder. Yeah, that's fair. We're not playing that position, but if we were, he would be our best on the right. Probably means that we could find him, we could retrain him as a proper midfielder on the right-hand side. Maybe we should. I mean, he is currently down the listing a little bit. Atletico Madrid. Assuming they won the Euros. Surprised they were in the Euros. All right, Zawadzki is captain. Yeah, okay, I'm so okay with that. 6 is primary backup. I mean, honestly, Knapman. No, I think we're just gonna keep Knapman as the vice captain. Honestly, he could probably be the captain. But no, I think this is fine. I mean, don't get me wrong, 6 is good, but I think I like Knapman in that slot. I think that's fine. Anybody on this listing that we would be interested in going after? Edmonds here. I mean, maybe. Not really, though. Nobody jumping out at me. I mean, if they're already at an English club, I'm probably going to guess that if they're valued pretty low, then they're probably not that amazing. Wow. Some pretty good odds. Oh, why are you guys leaving? We've got an amazing team here. Don't leave me. I mean, I don't think he's going to go for it, but we'll click the button. Doesn't usually seem to make them too upset. All right. Is Votsky ready to play? He might be able to play. So let's go ahead and bring him in to this. And Johnson's still good. Yeah, okay. Let's go with this squad. I think this looks good. I don't think anybody's prone to injury right now other than maybe Zawadzki, but we'll give him a shot here against Atletico Madrid. Look at there. Made it into the Worldwide Hall of Fame. Look at there. 5-1. We got a good team, guys. Cars picking up a pair of goals. 6 picking up a goal. Blanco. And then Horvat. Oh, Knapman injured. That is not good to see, though. So we're in the Worldwide Hall of Fame, huh? Where are we at the bottom? Dead last. All right. Well, I guess that's our goal. Oh, I mean, I don't know if we're going to get up to the number 1, but we can work our way up this list pretty much. I mean, I definitely think we can get, let's see, where's the 3,000 stop? I bet we can get top 5 because that's not too far ahead of where I'm at. It's just there's a massive jump from 2nd to 1st, obviously, as you would expect. But yeah, we'll keep working at it. Who knows? 2 weeks. Okay, that's not bad. We can deal with 2 weeks. Medals. I'm declared one of the best ever. Well, look at there. I've always thought I was one of the best ever. Just saying. I mean, I do say so myself. Just kidding. Okay, let's. All right, we're about to start the actual proper Bundesliga. Let's go ahead and make sure we continue to give boys a rest where needed. Gotta try to make it through this entire season, hopefully with minimal injuries. But, I mean, you know, Football Manager, it is kind of a roll of the dice sometimes. How's our cohesion? It's actually pretty good, honestly. I guess we haven't had that many changes. So, honestly, that's pretty decent. I'm happy with that. Do you want Catalan? I have you not listed for loan right now, but I also don't have you playing right now. Your whole purpose is to get better, and then someday we sell you on for money. So probably sending you out on loan is probably a good idea. I don't think you're somebody who can be homegrown at club or anything like that, right? Yeah. So maybe this is okay. I mean, they want to play him as an important player, which is actually really good. Yeah, I think this is actually a pretty good deal. As long as he's not going away permanently and we can still sell him. How much do we pay for this guy? Oh, actually, this is a different guy. I'm thinking of a different guy. I think the guy I'm thinking of is, we got him from, maybe it's Castro. I think I'm thinking of Castro. We got him from Mexico. Still 18 mil. He's currently worth as much as 32 mil. So we could probably double our money on him, which would not be bad. But hopefully we can get that going up even higher if he gets a little bit more development. If we can get 50 mil out that guy, that would be a pretty big return on our investment, I would imagine. All right, come on, let's get us a good set piece coach. 20 set pieces. That's pretty good. 19's not bad. 20's okay. Let's go with this top guy, and I might even give you a little bit more money just to try and encourage you to come on. Guys are not training quite as good, but again, it's a brand new season. Hopefully, over time here, they'll start to get more majority of these guys above the line here. My line for saying good job is 7.75. Anything lower than that, they tend to get a little bit like, what do you mean I did a good job training? So I don't tend to go too far below that, or actually I try not to go below that at all. Even sometimes the 7.75s and 7.8s sometimes get a little grumpy, but thankfully none of those did. Your favorites. I mean, we're favorites to win the whole Bundesliga, right? So you would expect us to be favorites against a team like this. Paolini can be homegrown at club soon. Mike is going to be homegrown at club. Ugh. Do I give this guy another chance? No, I don't. I don't. We resist. We resist. There will be more wonder kids. We do not need to go for the bottom of the barrel here that doesn't know how to have some discipline. Fredo Sauce wants a new contract. I mean, yeah, maybe. What's your current contract? 79K. We give it to you at the end of the season? Okay, fine. I mean, we like him, so he's been with us for a while. We'll give him a new contract. It's a big chunk of change, though. I'd like to trim that down a little bit, buddy. Come on, negotiate with me a little bit. Not budged at all, I don't think. I tried. I mean, he's probably fine at 100K. How are you compared to Bushy behind you? I mean, you both have 4-star potential. Our new players are making our old players look worse than they actually probably are. Which is kind of funny. But it does mean that those guys might not ever be truly world class. Now, I think Bushy's labeled as a elite, right? I was just looking at, okay. Bushy is labeled as elite fullback. So he's at least elite. Whereas Alfredo It's just not, he's not listed as elite right now, which is interesting. Like, I assume world class is above elite? Or is there even still a world class? Maybe there's not a world class, and I'm just making that up. No, you do not go out alone because we want to keep you. Your whole purpose here is to be a backup. Like, like Perez, I guess maybe just elite is the highest it goes. Where's Farkas? There's Farkas. Yeah, elite. Who's the best player in the world? I don't know. I mean, I don't know if he's still listed as one, but well, let's go look. Let's go look at I don't know, maybe like who's the best team in the Premier League right now? I don't know how to get to the Premier League. Premier Division, my bad. I was like, what is it actually called? Who is the best team here? Or best player here? Al-Kabari's in this list. Osman. I love that. I mean, is Osman? They're just listed as elite, I think. I thought it used to say world class. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just elite is the highest. Okay. Maybe I made that up. Maybe it never said that. Okay, let's get into this fixture here. Fortunately, Natman being injured, we'll have to bring Gustin on that side. And then we'll bring Jorgensen into the bench to play in that spot, and that all looks good. Start our Bundesliga run here on a high note, please. It's a pretty high note. That's a pretty high note. Hans is scoring a couple goals. Zavatsky getting a goal. Six getting a goal. Cars getting a goal. And Elia getting a goal. I mean, all of our, old strikers, because obviously Zavatsky used to be a striker, all four of them scored goals. If you count Elia down here, that's awesome. Yeah. Something. We've probably got a pretty good team here. All right, 3 days till the next game. I don't know why it resets this sometimes. Let's give some rest. We actually need to offer you back out again, don't we? Oh, no. I was like confused. I was like, why does it give me a different thing than I'm used to? I didn't realize I still had those guys selected. I didn't know you could do that. That's actually really cool. Did not know you could offer view a transfer room for a list of players. Maybe it's just that they're considered elite, but then they have a worldwide reputation. Maybe that's where the combination of world class comes in. I'm not sure. All right, we got us a set piece coach. With our high restrictions on players, we are not finding a lot of really top-notch players or wonder kids and stuff. All right, I think we can do some pretty heavy rotation in this next game. We'll just bring in whatever at this point. Nice when your two defensive midfielders are anchoring the best team of the week. Castro loan list? No, because I think, well, see, that's the thing. We did kind of technically bring him in as a development player, but he could be homegrown at club just as a maybe someday, you know. Ire, I mean, we're never playing Ire. We're never playing Adams for sure. You can definitely be loan listed. I just don't see us playing Ire either. So I guess you can be loan listed. It's just Castro. Castro's not a bad player, honestly. And if you ever reach full 4-star and stayed homegrown at club, maybe he's worth it. What do I consider him elite? Because between Alfredo and Bushy, I mean they're very close. So why is Alfredo not an elite? Yeah, I mean this team is fine. Just go out there, play, have some fun, play a game against a nothing team. Eight to 2. Oh, we gave up 2 goals. What a failure. Very late goals up, I guess. So there's that. Fall picking up a pair of goals. Rodriguez picking up a pair of goals. Elia picking up a pair of goals. Our guy Yurtguven picking up a goal, and Oster picking up a goal. Nice. I mean, I expected the 8 goals. I didn't expect the 2. But again, we did some heavy rotation, so I'm not going to overthink it. All right, next game in 3 days. Man, this is the reason why we got to have some rotation, because these games are coming up quick in a hurry. Oh, okay. Let's go all the way down to here. Rest all you guys. Oh, let me do this. I think it's bringing in some youngsters and things like that are confusing things. Let's do that. And then if we go to, yeah, that's much smaller list. Who is next? Augsburg. Should not be too tough of a game in theory. Holland. Legendary. So there is a legendary. Okay. All right. We can't search for tags like that, can we? Nah, okay. I wasn't sure. Sometimes you can search for tags, then I just never knows about it. So there is a legendary. So maybe there is a world class. And I just haven't found it. Maybe it's still pretty rare. You know what? I'm curious. FM 24 possible media descriptions. No, there is world class. Yeah. There is world class. Well, apparently, okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. Doesn't look like every role has a world class for some reason. This might not be a comprehensive list because it doesn't even have legendary on the striker, so maybe that's just bad to look at. All right, well, I was just curious. I guess we'll know if we have a world class if we get a world class. I mean, to be fair, if I have a team of elite players, I will probably be pretty happy with that. All right, so Catalan's not going down alone. That's fine. Some recommendations here. I mean, are you even worth? No, you're not going to be worth anything. How are you in my? Oh, because you're not. That's not my Wonder Kid list. Those are some other things that I guess other coaches have put up. My Wonder Kid lists are down here, and they don't have anybody at the moment because they have to be at least 4-star potential to be on that list. Anything less is not worth my time. That sounds so elitist, but we're at the stage of the game where I think we're allowed to be a bit elitist. All right. More people are getting in that top level, which is good to see. All right, what do we got here? Cars getting high, 6 getting pretty high. So let's swap out cars. His injury chance is a bit higher. So we'll bring in Elia for you. Perez is also pretty high. Zavotsky looks okay. So we'll bring in Horvat for Perez. Hansis high. Farkas high. Farkas above average. We'll bring in Paolini for Farkas. Alfredo Sauce high. Natman's injured, so we have to bring in Augustin. So that's kind of a done deal. Might just mean we just leave Alfredo out for a little bit. And then Blanco and Vergara are both also high, and Vergara is the worst of the two of those. So Johnson comes in for Vergara. We'll bring in Jorgensen for Natman back here. Do I want to bring anybody else in rotation? Maybe Rodriguez for Farkas, just to do a full kind of defensive midfielder rotation here. Everybody else kind of just exists. I don't know that we're going to bring Castro in, although it wouldn't hurt. Why not? Let's bring Castro in. Try to get our guys as much rest as possible, not even bringing them on as subs when available, if they're like that high on the injury susceptibility. Only scored 2 goals. We're slipping, guys. We're slipping. Horvat picking up a goal. Elliott picking up a goal. 6 picking up an assist. That's pretty good. I mean, this guy's a little better. Could be 4-star potential. Under 10 mil. But I don't know if he's really worth bringing in, honestly. I'm being very selective about who we bring in. It's got to be somebody we can almost guarantee going to make us some money, because otherwise, we don't. We're spending money for nothing. I was going to check something, but I don't remember what it was now. Apparently, it wasn't important. Stuttgart. Oh, I know what I was going to do. One of the things I was going to do, at least. I need to make sure we're continuing to put Maiga out there for transfer. Try to get him out of here before the end of the transfer window, if at all possible. No. One of the club's best players, huh? Well, you haven't seen his discipline report. Commercial income, we're still only 6th on this list. Might have the best team in all of Germany, but we're definitely pretty low on the money side of things. Schultz. No. Schultz is somebody we want to keep around because he can be homegrown at club, right? Well. Oh, I didn't realize he was at Wolfsburg too. Well, I guess maybe specifically, I didn't realize that Wolfsburg 2 counted as a separate club, but I guess it does make some sense. We need to move you to, unless it's too late. I'm going to move you to the under 19 squad. Hopefully it's not too late to get eligibility there. If it is, then I goofed. That was unexpected. I just didn't think about it. I don't know. All right, but anyway, either way, we're going to reject that offer for now. If we did goof, then we can send him on loan, and that's fine. He'll at least be homegrown in the country. So I guess that's a slight positive. No offers from Micah. Goodness, the offers are dropping. We might not get him out of here, unfortunately. I guess the best we could do is if we get close to deadline day, we could send him out on loan, and then hopefully he'll get development, and he'll just get better and be worth more to us later. That would be the goal. Liverpool, that's going to be a tough one. Valencia, Barcelona, Lazio, Man United. It's actually a pretty tough lineup. Excuse me, sorry. Got choked up about that lineup. Yeah, that's actually a really tough lineup. We might not be back-to-back Champions League winners, guys, because, oof. You actually think Schultz could be as good as Hans is? I would love to see that. That would be amazing if he got that kind of development. So let's check his information. Does he actually have to play a game maybe for it to trigger? I hope I didn't goof that. Maybe I did. Oh well. Life goes on. Recommendations down here? No. I guess if I'm not even going to look at those other recommendations, I should just trim those scouting reports off completely. At to this point. So we're not going to look at Europe. We're not going to look at Spain. We're not going to look at France. Central Europe. Germany. We're just looking at. We're only looking for 15 to 21-year-olds who meet my very, very high criteria. I mean, this is where they're buying Catalan. I mean, yeah, ultimately they're paying more than I paid for him, but not by much. So I'm going to say no. They want to pay like 30 mil for him, kind of almost double my money. I might be okay with that. Let me go ahead and list you for loan. Just so we can at least maybe potentially get some loan offers. More people getting on the high side of this, which is good to see. Love to see the guys training well. That's how they become world-class players someday. I wonder if it's an age thing. Like they have to be like at a certain age before they're considered into that world-class kind of category. Maybe world-class is more accomplishments than skill. That's, I guess, what I'm saying. I could see legendary being more accomplishments than skill, because I mean, legendary is kind of a term of accomplishment. You know, you've won the Golden Boot, 20 years in a row or something, something stupid like that. Whatever. It's like accomplishment. Yeah, you're legendary. But I think elite's probably more skill-based definition, I guess is what I'm getting at. And then some of those other ones might be more accomplishments-based. That might be the only reason why we don't have any. But if if we win the Champions League 5 years in a row, something like that, with the same squad, maybe that's when they jump in here. Look at this. I love that we're the double highest, next highest spender here. We broke the bank because we wanted to get some of our good players from yesteryear in here. And they've already made an impact. I think both of them have already scored a goal, right? At least one. Let's see. Paris scored 1 goal, and Farkas. I thought Farkas scored a goal. Maybe it was just the friendly. Maybe I'm thinking the friendly. All right, let's go ahead and get our squad back in here. Check through injury stuff. Overall risk of injury normal across the board. Looks good. So that means everybody can play today. And yeah, let's go. Four to nothing. Zavatsky picking up a goal. Carr's picking up a goal. Elia off the bench. My goodness, this has got to be one of the best off the bench players there is, because he comes off the bench so often and just scores. And that's because he's so fast. I like that. He might hate it. He might be like, why aren't you starting me, coach? But I'm like, look, dude, it's working. Don't mess with what's working. You're going to be one of the best goal scorers this year because you're coming off the bench and you have, you know, ridiculous speed and pace, and you're just going to run circles around people who have been playing for 45 minutes, 50 minutes, 60 minutes, whatever it might be. So yeah, I love bringing this guy off the bench. I think that is amazing. I just need to make sure he's happy with it. Dusseldorf coming up in 7 days. All right, we don't have to rest anybody for this. Never say never. All right, let's go look at, where is he? Micah. Where are you, Micah? Oh, there you go, up the top. Okay. Can we hire an intermediary? Is something better than nothing? Or am I just being kind of impatient? I think I'm being impatient. I think this guy's going to get better and be worth more money someday. So I think the best thing is just to get him a loan right now. I mean, I don't need anybody. If I needed anybody, what would it be? Maybe left? Yeah, defender on the left, maybe. I don't know, my YouTube page died. I think we're still streaming there, but I think it just died for a second. Yeah, looks like we're okay. I think the page itself just died. All right, no worries. Good stuff. Hopefully my office is not getting too toasty, because I do have 2 computers going. All right, fine, whatever. Go away. You're grumpy. You're going to be grumpy all the time. I guess I can move you down to one of the other squads now. Do I need to move you, keep you like... Yeah, you got 300 days left to be homegrown at our club. On the off chance that we decide to give you another chance, I guess we will move you to the under 19s. You're going to be ungrumpy about it, but... Decision is final. Watch him be the guy that causes conflict in our ranks and starts us losing stuff now. All right, I think we're okay for the moment. I mean, yeah, I'm not really planning on taking part. I guess we will, just in case somebody comes through for one of these guys and I need to negotiate something. I mean, I'm pretty sure it stops us anyway, but just to make sure that something doesn't just zip past us without me giving the time to react. It's mandatory of like nothing. They want to pay nothing for this guy. Yeah, nope, that's not what we want. That is okay though. That's again just a loan out for Catalan. Lets him get better. We shall see. Go get some training, my friend. Nobody wants MIGA. Not too surprised. I mean, I just don't want to get rid of him. $45 minutes. Tell you what, if you can get this deal done in 45 minutes, then it was meant to be all along. Why not? We'll let fate dictate your future at this point. It's not impossible in 45 minutes, but it's a little bit less likely. All right. You know, I don't disagree. I don't disagree. That's fine. Still fourth on player wage expenditure at the moment. All right, can we register everybody? We don't actually have enough people at Homegrown in Nation, huh? But we got everybody we need, so it's okay. Yeah, everybody's registered that we care about. So that is all good. And some of these other guys will be Homegrown at Nation at some point, I think. Right. I'll definitely have more Homegrown at Club. I think we'll have more Homegrown at Nation as well. Oh, did I not do the other registration? Oh, no, never mind. I misread it. Okay, I see the X now, but I guess I thought we were clean. So I do have to trim off 2 people. Yurt Guven here. Yeah, you come off this list. And oh, that's all we needed. Just 1. That is sufficient. Or Castro. I might just trim Castro off. We got plenty of strikers. Yeah. At least Yurt Guven has some potential. Castro kind of doesn't. So that looks good. There's the Bundesliga registration I was looking for. I don't even have Yurt Guven on my chart right now. Did I forget where he came from? I probably did. Oh, I know what it is. It's because he's an attacking midfielder on the left. And he needs to be retrained. Yep. That's exactly what it is. Am I retraining him currently? Yurt Guven, right there. Yes, I am training him. In fact, he's actually accomplished now. So, for that reason, I need to just re-update my thing here. Yep, so he's on the list now. That's what I thought. I was like he should be here, and yeah, he just needed to be retrained a little bit, and he's good. So, we don't have La Monica anymore. There we go. So Yurt Guven. Right, so he's on a 3rd string, which probably won't get much game time. Is he gonna be homegrown? Can he be homegrown in Germany? So if I ever loaned him out of Germany, that would be okay. But he will not be, or not German. Homegrown in Germany, but he'll have German nationality. But no, he will never be homegrown at our club, so we could definitely loan him out if we need to. Did not expect my volume to be up on my beeper, my phone. Dusseldorf should be an easy game coming up here. Now we're starting to get most of the squad training well. We do have a lot of elite players. That is awesome to see. We have 3 people classified as elite attacking midfielders. And technically none of them are playing. Actually, none of them are playing attacking midfield. I love it. Oh, I just praised you for nothing. No, sorry, buddy. I was distracted. Yeah. 6, Horvat and Perez, all elite attacking midfielders. There's some teams out there that play attacking midfielders that are like jealous of my huge array of awesome players. Fortuna Düsseldorf. We got Liverpool coming up. That's going to be a real tell. Hey, Cole Started. How's it going? How was your day going on? My day is going on pretty toasty. My air conditioning in my house is broken. And yesterday was one of the hottest days where I live in a very, very long time. Thankfully, I do not live in Texas still, because that's like 110-degree weather right now. I do live in Colorado, so today it was 82 outside, something like that. But my house is currently sitting at 83 degrees inside the house. My house is actually warmer inside than it is outside. Ugh, it's so toasty. Hopefully I get it fixed in a couple days. When do you start streaming randomly? Today, not Monday? No, today's Monday. Yeah, I stream Monday, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. I stream on a schedule. All right, let's go ahead and select that. Check everybody. Make sure nobody is prone to injury. Looks like we're good. Hope I've been affiliated. Yeah, I'm affiliated. I is affiliated on the Twitch, but I've also been on. I've been a YouTube whatever channel, official channel member for a very, very long time now. Zavatsky picking up a pair of goals. Perez picking up a goal. Carr is picking up a hat trick in this game. Great to see. The players are playing, guys. The players are playing. All right, another game in 4 days. Do I like being affiliated? I mean, it's better than not being affiliated, I guess. At least I have the option of making money, whereas before it was just there was no option. So I guess that's good. I'm not sure what you mean. Okay, let's get to this Liverpool game. This is gonna be the tell. I mean, Liverpool's not like the best team in England right now, but it's still a Premier League team, so we got to respect them. No, I don't. I don't tend to make friends with people on Discord if I don't know them. So I'm gonna say no to that. I appreciate it though. Alrighty, we don't care about you. Everybody's okay for today's game. That's good. Yep, we are good to go. I could bring in some more subs. I keep forgetting that I can bring subs on for Champions League stuff. We'll bring Jorgensen onto the bench. We'll bring Rodriguez onto the bench. And let's bring Fall onto the bench. Something like that looks good. No, do not send your Discord. I appreciate it though. Blanco picking up a goal. Hans is picking up a goal. Perez and 6. Fark is picking up a pair of assists, getting player of the match. Yeah, our two new guys are definitely making an impact. Good to see. Good job, Farkas. Proud of you, my friend. It's good to have you back. All right, let's get some more rest for some guys. What is my next goal that I'd like to achieve? I mean, my most immediate goal is to break 15,000 subscribers on YouTube. That would be awesome. I mean, it'd be nice to get a few subscribers on Twitch. I'm not as concerned about Twitch. I'm just double streaming on Twitch because they allow it now. But YouTube is my primary medium for content, I would say. Now, if Twitch starts to build up, then, you know, things could change in the future. All right, let's get into this next. Next game against Eintracht Frankfurt. Good to see Zavati still training well. I mean, he's an old man now. He's 23 years old. Old by my Wonder Kid standard, I suppose. No, like I said, I'm not going to add you on Discord. I appreciate the offer, though. More than likely, if somebody's begging to be added on Discord, they're probably just trying to sell something. it's the Discord version of spam calls. It's like, nope, I'm good, thank you though. All right, I'm actually going to ban you because you're just talking and not listening. So, goodbye, Mr. Cool Started. when you don't take a hint. You're obviously not here for the content. You're here to try and advertise some service. All right, let's get cars out of there. We'll bring Elia on. Perez, Zavatsky, both pretty tired. Let's get Zavatsky out for Bodson. Hansis and Farkas. Let's get Farkas out for Paolini. Alfredo and Knapman. Let's get Knapman out. He's been injured recently. And then between Blanco and Vergara, get Vergara out for Johnson. And anybody we want to bring onto the bench to replace some of these guys, you can come on for Vergara. You can come on for Farkas. Fall can come on for Zavatsky. He can technically play over there. And Castro can come on for cars. Let's give our guys plenty of rest here. No sense risking anybody. That was a closer game. I'm just picking up a pair of goals, though. Good to see. Feel like we got a little bit FM there, the fact that they got a goal at all. They had 2 shots on target, and one of them went into the back of the net. So that probably means, yeah, I was going to say Pereira did not play well. All right, next game in 4 days. They're coming in quick succession here. All right. Valencia should be another reasonably tough game. I love all these teams that are extremely keen on signing my players, but my players are not leaving. We built this team for a reason. Any notable games here? Liverpool drew with AC Milan. PSG won over RB Leipzig. Real Madrid beat Borussia Dortmund. Alright, we'll go back to normal playtime for all you gentlemen. Can't blame a guy for trying. Alright, 6 a little tired. Let's bring Osterk in for you. Perez is a little tired. Zavatsky is okay, so we'll bring in Horvat for Perez, although how long can Horvat play? Needs to be monitored, that's fine. Hansis versus Farkas. Hansis needs to sit. Alfredo versus Knapman. They're both a little bit beat up here. We'll bring Alfredo out this time. And finally, I'm assuming Blanco is also still high. He is. So Johnson comes for Blanco. And then since this is Champions League, we're just going to bring in subs onto the bench itself. So Jorgensen, Rodriguez, and Fall just come to the bench. Everybody else stays on the bench as well. Let's go. We're doing some rotation here, so you know, could be risking some things a little bit, but our rotational players are still pretty good. 4-0. Apparently we weren't risking much. Zavatsky with a pair of goals, Cars with a pair of goals. Bushy picking up a pair of assists. That's good to see. Yeah. Well played, gentlemen. Well played. All right. I mean, other than the very first game of the season that we didn't really care about, we have been playing pretty well. Maybe I should have cared about that game. Could have given us a perfect season. Still get a perfect Bundesliga season, I guess, technically. Did we have a perfect season in the Champions League last year? I don't think we lost once, right? Yeah, we drew there and then we lost there. So yeah, we did not have a perfect season last year. John's going to be as good as Blanco. That will be awesome to see. Horvat could be as good as 6. Really? Yeah, okay. Maybe. .300th game for VfL Wolfsburg. Nice. .30 players call up for international duty. Well, that's pretty good. Blanco. And Hanses. That is it. Borussia Dortmund right behind us in the league. Although I think once FC Bayern wins their game, which they probably will, they will take over in that second place spot. Did it happen again? He left a bar. The dude has a drinking problem. Oh my goodness. Oh. Go away, dude. Like, please, just go away. I should send him on a leadership course. No, I mean, I'm borderline tempted to just mutual termination. Get the guy out of here. He does not have any discipline at all. Look, I'm not saying you can't go to the bar, but like, let's be responsible here, please. Now, let me actually get rid of this one right here, just so we don't have to see it. We don't need that one anymore. Carr's very high injury, so we're going to bring him out of there for Elia. Perez high, Zavatsky high. We'll bring Zavatsky out for Bodson. Hands is high. Farkas high. We'll bring Farkas out. Alfredo high. Natman high. These are both high, but below average overall injury susceptibility. I guess we'll bring Natman out this time. I think we did Alfredo last time. And then finally Blanco and Vergara comes out. And then again, we'll just bring in guys to sit on the bench in place of some of these guys to get them extra rest. And that looks good. Let's go. Our perfect season. That's what we get for rotating, but we have to. And we're still undefeated, but so sad. All right, next game is not for a couple weeks, so let's go ahead and get us a couple friendlies locked in here. Couple victims. If we'll get through half the season today or not, I don't know. We're already almost to October. Got a couple more hours left. Might be all right. Germany national team production. We've only got 2 players in that list. Good job, Alfredo. Good job, Bushy. Good job, Hansis. Catalan picking up a pair of assists. Not bad, not bad. Chelsea set to move for Horvat, huh? Well, you can't have him. Horvat gets to stay with me. Nothing, huh? Castro picking up 5 goals in that one. Well, he's definitely a player that's got some potential to be good. I mean, honestly, his star rating probably undersells his skill level because it says he's only got 4-star potential. He's already, one of the better strikers out there because, I mean, strikers just need the physical, the speed and the finishing, and he's got both of those. So I actually think this guy's significantly better than what it says he is. I mean, I think we still have better players currently in our squad, so we're not going to be playing him in our squad right now, but he is definitely a worthwhile player to have. Still not finding any players in those other continents at the moment. Cars picking up a pair of goals. Zavatsky picking up a pair of goals. That's impressive considering they're both playing for Poland. So 4 of the 6 goals for Poland came from our players. I love it. Shatlov. A little bit extra money from him, maybe. All right, so far so good. Look, some of these in progress guys, are they got potential to be anything? Maybe potential to be something that's worth, you know, spending money on. You never know. All right, another friendly game to get out of the way, and then we'll get ready to get back into the league again. Zavatsky picking up a hat trick. Nice. Zavatsky is quite good. 7-0. I mean, the whole point of those friendlies is to get us blowouts that help build up our overall dynamics a little bit. I mean, our club atmosphere is excellent right now. It's what we want to see. SV Werder Bremen coming up 7th in the league right now. They're actually playing pretty well this year. Uh-oh, getting some guys injured. That's not good. Good thing we have plenty of backup players right at the moment. Probably avoid doing this every week if we're already kind of capped out on our overall happiness. But I've come this far and doing this every single week. Might as well keep it going, I guess. FC Bayern, same number of points as us, but we have a game in hand. One little slip up. Gonna cost us a little bit. Mostly pride. I hate drawing games. Micah not playing here? Did we send him out on loan? No, the loan got canceled, yeah. Maybe he's not qualified for that particular competition. All right, we got cars. 6 is a little bit injured. 6 needs to come out. We're going to leave cars in. Elliott is actually injured. Castro comes in for you. Think about that for a second. Perez is normal. Zavatsky is high, so Boston comes in for Zavatsky. Hansis high. Farkas high. Let's bring in Paolini for Farkas. Gustin comes in for Natman. Okay, those two guys can stay out there. I need to figure out the fence 6 situation. Let's just bring your Scriven in here for 6. And that should be fine for now. We're going to bring Fall in for Zavatsky and Rodriguez in for Farkas. Jorgensen can come in for Natman. Just give him some rest. All right, looks good. Let's go. Two to nothing. Vargara and Cars picking up goals. Good stuff. All right. Next up, Hoffenheim in 6 days. And then we get back to Champions League play. Ozturk, under 21 footballer of the year, followed closely by Johnson. 10 goals from Johnson. It's incredible. Every single one of those, I think, was from corner kicks. So that's pretty awesome. Golden Glove. Pereira second. I'm impressed by that, actually. I did not expect him to be on this list. I know. You guys don't like it when I drop your supposed playtime, even though you're going to get the exact same playtime no matter what this little button says. One to 3 days. It's not too bad. Four in progress in North America right now. None of them look especially good at the moment. About the one we got in Asia. Yeah, none of these are really worth my time. this point, it's almost superstition. I'm like, if I don't tell them they did a good job before the game and we lose, I'm going to feel like it's because I didn't tell them they did a good job before the game. Ouch, about the entire team. Training really well. That is awesome to see. Keep it up, guys. Keep it up. All right, let's go. More playing time. I mean, yeah. You know what? All right, it's fine. We dodged a bullet there for the moment. But I do agree. It'd be nice to get you some more playing time if we could. Perez is injured. Horvat comes in. Your Scriven comes onto the bench. Anybody else? Zavatsky, Hansis. Everybody else looks okay. All right, well, let's just go with what we got. Two to nothing. Not our best game, but not terrible. What I haven't done, can we set up match plans? Test and match plan real quick. Okay, I wasn't sure if there's like a way to like say, hey, I want to sub so-and-so and things like that, but I don't think there is. Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to see if there's a way to sub, like tell the AI to sub properly. You know, I forgot to give the guys some rest. All got distracted. We'll be fine. All right, Lazio. Lazio could be a tough team. Looks like our under 19s are actually going to play Trabzonspor. Oh, Lazio is slight favorites at the moment. It is away from home, so I guess I can see that. Oh, I forgot we sent Tukakovic over there. Honestly, you've played well for Lazio. I mean, credit where credit is due. You've done a decent job over there. Oh, hey, Akshay Singha. I don't know if you're watching the stream or not, but appreciate the subscription on YouTube. The squad is good to go. I mean, I think we're fine here. I love that Natman has become our worst player on this list now. It's kind of funny. But he still has potential to get better. So I'm okay with that. And I guess we'll bring on some extra subs onto the bench. Might as well have them in case we need them. Let's go. Come on, team. Arcus and Cars picking up some goals. Nice to see. It's really the defensive performance too, though, right? I mean, giving up 0 goals is very, very good. Oh, Rodriguez out on international, so don't even have to worry about his rest. Man, getting hot in here. Getting a little sweaty. Oof. RB Leipzig game could be a bit tough too. Obviously, we know they're a very, very good team. Bundesliga player development. Got 14 on this list. I mean, we're not really growing players through our youth system is, I think, the big thing. We've got a lot of we've got a lot of good players, and we've developed a lot of good players that we brought in as wonder kids, but not really. None of them have come through our youth system. I think we had one player. I forget who it was. I thought we had one. Maybe I'm misremembering. Actually, looking at our list of players here, I actually don't know who it would have been if we did have one player that came through our youth system. All right, there we go. Let's go. We've got a higher goal differential than both Borussia Dortmund and FC Bayern combined right now. All right, let's get Cars out of there. Let's see. Perez looks good. Zavatsky's okay. Hansis is a little bit high. Farkas is okay. So let's bring Paolini in for Hansis. Alfredo's a bit high. Natman's okay. So Bushy comes in for Alfredo. And then finally, Blanco and Vergara, both high. Vergara, slightly more risk. So Johnson comes in for Vergara. As usual, he's usually just a higher injury risk anyway. Jorgensen can come in for Vergara. Castro can come in for Cars. For Rodriguez is out, so we're bringing Fall in for Hansis on the bench here. And I think that looks good. Let's go with that. 3-0. Perez, Elia, and Ozturk picking up goals. Very, very good to see. All right, next game in 4 days. We are in the gauntlet, guys. This is why we want to try and keep a few extra players on the team, even if they get a little grumpy, because we have to do some rotation to make it through the gauntlets here. I mean, this next game should be a pretty easy game for us. Dynamo Dresden in the Bundesliga 2? They are, okay. I mean, we could play some pretty heavy rotation here, but we're going to stick to the plan. Let's just play it out. I mean, I don't know if we'll ever get on this list. We're just not there. We are just not capable to be on that list. We never had really the money to request better youth setups or anything. And this Farkas. Bring Pellini in for Farkas. Alfredo, Natman. Pretty similar. Let's bring Natman out for Gustin. And then finally Blanco and Vergara. It's just Blanco. Good. All right, and then we'll bring in Jorgensen here. We'll bring Fall in here. And Castro here. Let's go. It's a little bit closer than it should have been. Just saying. But we'll take it. It's a win. Something tells me if we had not played some of our starters, we might have not won that game. All right, Borussia Dortmund in 3 days. This is the big one. I mean, this is probably one of the biggest games we'll have all season because it is Borussia Dortmund. We actually sold a record number of seats against Dynamo Dresden. Okay. Sure. A little surprising. You think Ayer could be as good as Cars? What about that? Catalan? Maybe. Basically, the entire team is training very well. We have good training facilities, though, don't we? Or am I thinking of my other save? I'm pretty sure, I might be thinking of my other save. Farsley Celtic in the Premier League has got more money than it knows what to do with. So we just got like the best facilities like ever. Like we just, anytime we get a chance to ask for more facilities, we're like, all right, can we have more facilities? And they're like, yeah, we've got tons of money. Let's just spend them on facilities. All right. Yeah, I was going to check that real quick. State of the art. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's what you want to see. We are playing St. Pauli, another Bundesliga 2 team. Hopefully we beat them better than 2-0. You want a loan to get a secure move away from the club, huh? It's disappointing. I'll give you a bit more playing time, though. What, are you able to be homegrown at club? No, but just in Germany, so we definitely could loan you out at some point. But I don't mind giving you some playtime. Why not? Let's bring cars out. Perez needs to sit. I'll bring Yurtskuven in for Perez. Give him a chance. See what he can do. Farkas sits for Paolini. Bring Natman out. And Vergara. Jorgensen comes on. Fall comes on. That's all good. That's Perez comes on for cars. Or sorry, Castro comes on for cars. Everything else looks okay. All right, we'll go with that. And yeah, this is going to be a tough one. I said tough one. Apparently, I just don't know what I'm talking about. Yurtskuven picking up a goal and an assist in this game. Well, there you go. He has proven that he does belong. That is awesome to see. Well, how long do we have to? 121, so we got to play him quite a bit here. Hey, I'm guessing I'm Brandon, UK. Doing all right. How are you doing? FM is treating me mostly okay at the moment. Doing okay. Just doing the final seasons of your career before I retire. That's kind of where I'm at. I've already completed everything I wanted to complete in this save, which is, you know, win a major league, which is in this case the Bundesliga, and win the Champions League. Done. So at this point, we're just trying to see if we can just get the best team in the world. We got like some of the best players in the world right now. We're just trying to get all of our players to be elite and just be unstoppable. So that's the current goal while we wait for FM25. Just become an unstoppable team. Our favorites to win this next game, as you would expect. Oh, Sartoria's over there. I forgot about that. How you doing, buddy? How have you been? Playing pretty well. 20 goals, 19 goals, 20 goals. Those are some impressive stats, my friend. Apparently, you enjoy the slightly lower tier of the Netherlands versus Germany. But she thinks he should be starting more games. Okay, that's fine. I'm okay with giving you more games, my friend. Fine by me. I'm here to make my players happy. Got my local team to the Prem, #1 ranked in the world, best facilities, and I'm now just doing the final 3 games. Nice. Very, very cool. Who is your local team? If you don't mind me asking. All right, so cars 6. We'll set 6 for Ozturk, Perez, Zavatsky. We'll set Zavatsky for Botson, but I guess I just need to keep playing Yurtsguven where we can. But Perez will sit on the bench, I think. Hansis can sit. Oh, not for Paolini. Hansis can come out for fall, but Hansis does need to stay on the bench. And then we do want to bring Bushy in for Alfredo. Kind of doesn't matter who else. And then Vergara and Blanco. Blanco sits for Johnson. And then I guess we'll actually bring a couple more players onto the bench here. I totally forgot that we keep forgetting that we can do that. Horvat comes on. All right, cool. Let's do that and hopefully get a decent result here. Kidderminster. I started a run with Kidderminster a few years ago. I might go back to it at some point. Oh, we lost. How in the... We got FM'd. They had 11 shots. 21 shots. Okay, maybe we did too much rotation. That's all right. There goes our undefeated Champions League season. Oh, so sad. Oh, they got it by a late penalty there. 83rd minute. It's all right. No worries. Like I said, I might have... how did the guys play that I rotated in? Before I blame them for their cause of here. Okay, well, yeah. He did not play well. And Bushy did not play well. So, yeah, the 2 guys I rotated in definitely played poorly. All right. Well, that's what I get for trying to make people happy. Didn't give me my first badge until the championship. Oh, wow. Yeah, I had that. I ran into that once with, in this save with Trabzonspor in Turkey. They kept saying, we don't want to give you any badges because you'll just leave us. And so I was like, okay, I'll just leave you. It's like, that's how that works. You don't want to give me badges? I will just leave. Obviously, if you're doing a 1 club save like you're doing, leaving is not an option. That kind of defeats the whole point. All right, let's get back to our winning ways. Let's shake off that silly, silly loss. No excuse to losing that game. See, Elliot wants to start more games. Hell yeah, you're getting plenty of game time. Like, seriously. But no, we'll start you. We'll cater to you guys a little bit because I do want to keep you guys around. I want to make you guys happy. You got to play well though. I'm just saying. You start dropping some not great playtime or played your games, I might not care if you cry about it. I assume Oster's gonna get grumpy here soon as well. I actually got fired 12 years in. It took me like 3 years to get my job back. The 2 managers they had in the time I was gone, they messed up the whole team. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Like, I was going to do a one club save on my YouTube run. So I've got this Twitch run, I've got a YouTube run. So my YouTube run, I started off as Buxton in the Panorama National North. This is the second year in a row I've started a run with Buxton. Second year in a row, they fired me within the first like year or whatever, year and a half. And the second year in a row where I moved to another team, also in the Panorama National League, like the North or South or whatever it was. I think North. And took them all the way to the Premier League. So I don't know what it is about Buxton that they have no patience for me, but they're stuck in like the Panorama National North, and my Farsley Celtic team is now Premier League, top of Premier League. So, I mean, I'm just saying, why are you so prone to fire me after 1 year? It was a little weird, especially since it happened 2 years in a row. Two versions of FM in a row. Someday I'll get Buxton into the Premier League. Maybe. I'm doomed to never get Buxton past the Panorama National North. It's not because I'm not good enough at doing it. It's because they won't give me enough time to do it. 50 best players in the world. Farkas! We got at least somebody on this list. Oh, Osman is number 1. Oh, we had Osman years ago. Traps and Sport. There he was. There was Osman. 1 year we had Osman. We got Farkas now. We had to go buy Farkas. Is that really it? There's Al-Kabari. Had him in the past. There's Perez. We got number 40. Hey, our first player that's actually one of ours that I didn't go out and spend stupid money for. Oh, I spent 80 mil for him, I guess, years ago. No, we got 3 players, though. We're getting there. We're in the list. Got relegated the first season, then promoted. Stayed same league, promoted, then relegated. We started bouncing up for like 6 years. Then we stayed in the league, and then we lost the playoffs, and then I got sacked. Okay. Yeah, it's funny that you say you are bouncing for 6 years, stayed in the league, then we lost the playoffs. So you were actually in the playoffs, right? I'm assuming the promotion playoffs. I guess there could also be a demotion playoffs, relegation playoffs. But if you're in the promotion playoffs and you lose and then you get sacked, that's harsh. Come on now. Tells me that you were actually at least took your team to the playoffs. There should be an option in the game settings that you can just lock it and be like, look, I'm unfireable. You cannot fire me. Just so for people that want to play one club runs, just never be able to fire me. All right. I mean, I guess we got to bring Elliot in. Got to get him some game time. Perez, Zavatsky. I mean, I guess we'll bring in Yurtskuvin, give him some more game time. Paolini, Paolini's a little tired. Let's bring Rodriguez in for Hansis. And we'll bring Fall onto the bench. Alfredo sits for Bushy. And Johnson comes in for Blanco. Jorgensen comes in for you. Castro can come in for cars. All right, let's go with that. We love Wolfsburg. Well, I love Wolfsburg too, so far. 6-0. There we go. Now we're back to our winning ways. Natman Vergara picking up goals, Zavatsky picking up a pair, and Elia picking up a pair. Proving that he deserves to be there. I know there's an unsackable option in the editor, but there's no fun in it. Remove this potential heartbreaking risk away. I mean, yeah, you're right, but if you think about it, I get to pick the club that I start with at the beginning of the season, which means I don't even go through an interview process, right? I go pick the club I want to be. I guarantee that job. So that kind of already takes the mystique out of it, if you think about it. Now, if you start unemployed and you get a job, that's different. Because at least in that case, you earned the right to get that club. But if you just start with a club, which a lot of times we do, then you've already kind of skipped over the mystique of it all. All right, Hanover, I should say. 14 days. Okay, we can schedule a friendly. Dustluck Osterode. All right. Welcome back. Yeah, I was just saying that if because of the fact that when you start single sub clubs, or single club saves, I can't talk. You pick a club, right? You don't go through the interview process or anything like that. You already pick your club. So if you're just going to already pick your club from the beginning of the game, then it shouldn't matter that you just lock yourself in because you've already kind of skipped over the whole interview process anyway. 81 leagues. That is a record for league goals, or for goals by a Wolfsburg player. That is awesome. 81 goals. Not bad. Who's our top goal scorer right now? Cars and Elia. And Zavatzi's got 8. I got about 55 minutes left in the stream, which is good because I am burning up. Yeah, but the chance of me being fired for being mad is still there, which I enjoy as I get moments like I did in my save where I can be sacked and the manager after me mess things up. So when I return after rebuild, yeah, that's fair. It's a good point. How are y'all not happy yet? I've been giving y'all a good increase in playing time. Get happy. Be happy. I will force happiness upon you. You are not finding Wonder Kids of the standard of quality that I need. Costa, good job, buddy. Even though you might never play for me again, I'm still a fan. Appreciate you doing good stuff. 7-1. Look at there. We do know how to win against nothing friendly teams. Oh, this Barcelona game is going to be a tough one. Still third overall. Feyenoord is actually number 2. They apparently got a good team this year. Barcelona's currently number 1. So yeah, we definitely are going to run the gauntlet in the league play of Champions League, that's for sure. Youth facilities upgraded. Nice. Maybe someday we'll actually get a good youth system. Ozturk won it last year. Azavati won it a couple years ago. It's weird that Paolini would be in the list for this compared to some of the other players that we've got. He doesn't really play that much. I feel like he would not be that high on there. What's his current rating? Pretty far down, actually. It's kind of surprising that he's even remotely considered. You're still not happy. I have been giving you game time. Be happy. Oh, actually, Bushy's dropped down to just a regular fullback. He's no longer considered elite. Presumably that's because of the amount of game time he's been getting. Sellout expected. Nice. Oh, 6 getting a little bit of an injury. Everybody wants game time. Everybody's complaining. Why does everybody gotta be complaining all the time? Everybody training well. Our lowest is a 7.2, and that is fall. Oh, nope, sorry, 6.65. I did not see you there. Hell yeah, that's actually depressing compared to everybody else. All right, we run the risk of losing a few games because of the rotation I'm doing, but I really want to keep my guys happy because I kind of want to keep them around. I'd have to be a little bit more selective about who we rotate, though. Rotate them in for, like, easy games and keep the good guys in for the good games. So for this game right here, obviously, we can do some rotation. This should be not a problem. So Elia comes in. Yurtskuven comes in. Fall comes in for who? Farkas or Hansis? Probably Farkas, it looks like. Fall comes in. Gustin needs to come in. Bushy's tired, but it's a friend or a low level game, so I'm gonna bring you in anyway. You just might get rotated out quickly. And then 6 needs to sit for Ozturk. something like that. Yeah, it's gonna have to be good enough. Let's go win a game, guys, or lose it if you guys are just determined to mess up my year. I think we won. 2 goals from Elia, goal from Osterk, and a goal from Yurtkuven. Nice. I keep saying Yurtkuven. Although I think technically their last name in Turkey is their first name, right? So this is Sihan and this is Hassan, but that's not how I see them. So I will always forget. Good job, Elia. All right. Next game in 4 days. Good. Still not happy, huh? How many games do y'all actually want? This Barcelona game, we're going to play more of our starters because we got to give ourselves the best chance possible here. Oh, thanks, Jack Loon 03 for the follow. May run down contract if not sold. Maybe. I'm hoping we can get him to be happy, though. All right, let's play our best squad if we can, and then kind of go from there. Yeah, we're really just going to play our best squad. The other guys are going to have to just sit out a game because we gotta still try to win this thing. I mean, we're playing the other good team in the Champions League. A 0-0 draw is, I guess, pretty telling. Even it is a little bit boring. All right, rest you. Rest all you guys. All right, let's keep going, guys. Come on. We got Nuremberg in 3 days. They're currently ranked 6th. They're actually having a pretty good season. Paulini. Sad that Bushy lost his elite status. Maybe he'll get it back if we continue to play him a bit. Should be able to get through December, right? Yeah, we got time, I think. Maybe even a bit further than that. We'll see. Probably not going to play any games offline now that we're kind of in the just mess around stretch of this save. Board took my transfer money. I had 100 million sitting there. All right, let's go. Who are we sitting here? Bosky needs to sit. We'll sit here for Bodson. Kansas needs to sit. You'll sit for Fall. Alfredo can come out. Busher can come in for Alfredo. And then Johnson can come in for Blanco. We'll bring Jorgensen onto the bench. We'll bring Castro onto the bench, I guess. Oh, no. That's actually fine there. I think that's just it. All right, let's go with that. Yeah, we're not starting everybody that we could, but I kind of want to get back into a little bit more of a normal rotation. We'll figure out the logistics of rotating people for playtime here as we can. Fredo gotten fined, so I guess he'll be sitting a little bit more. That's fine. Bushy can continue to come in for that spot. 3.0 XG and we get one goal. Yeah. I'll say that 1-0 did feel a little bit low for where we should be. Castro wants a loan. Yeah, I'm okay with that, actually. I'll try to get you a loan, my friend. Hey, you're good, Bushy and Fall finally on the positive side of this. Good. Hey, how's it going? VTNLY2? I don't know how to parse your name. I apologize. How are you doing? VT. That sounds good. I can do that. I'm doing all right. Doing all right. A bit hot because my air conditioner in my house is not working, but other than that, doing great. All right. Cars, 6. Oh, both okay. Perez, Zavatsky. Bring Bots in for Zavatsky. Farkas is a little bit tired. We'll bring in Fall for Farkas. Or I should say injured. Alfredo's okay. Blanco, Vergara's a little bit on the high side here. We'll bring in you. And then last but not least, Netman. Do we want to bring in some of the rotated guys just to make them happy? We probably will. Because everybody said we were going to rotate, right? Let's go. Now watch we lose. Watch us lose this game now because our rotated players are being goofy. You would love AC. AC is a good thing to have. I agree. Sabatsky, 6. Man, this guy gets goals every time he gets in there, and Fall picking up a goal. That is great to see. I mean, we know they have potential, so we know they're going to be good enough for this team someday. That's kind of reason why I'm going out of my way to keep them happy. Okay, I mean, we'll get you an improved deal, I guess. A little interesting to see this pop up, but I mean, we'll get rid of your yearly wage rise, but I guess we'll give you the wage you want. Right, that's fine. I'm okay with that. You have been playing well, to be fair. Too expensive in the UK? Yeah, that's fair. Although I'm assuming you don't get, well, I mean, I'm going to say Fahrenheit, but I'm assuming you don't get like 90-degree weather too often in the UK. And I say 90 degree like that's hot. Where I'm from originally is from Texas, and today my parents said it was 110 degrees where they're at. Fahrenheit, of course. So I should be lucky that it wasn't, I'm not living in Texas with no AC. Today was actually about 82. Yesterday it was like 90 something, which is unusual for us. We don't actually get that hot very often here in Colorado. My house currently is at, I think it's around 83 when I last checked. Let's see what's it up to now. 83 degrees in the house right now. So, good stuff. All right. Horvat, you can't start games at the same time as you're scooving over there. But we will try to make you happy. We might bring you in as the defensive midfielder somewhere. If we have to do that. At least most of these guys are becoming happy now. Yeah, it's true. Hot is hot, no matter where you're at. If you're not used to a certain temperature, then 80 degrees could be hot for you. And if you're used to a temperature of like 70 degrees and you go somewhere it's 80 degrees, yeah, that's hot, right? If you're used to a temperature of 100 degrees and you go somewhere it's 80 degrees, you're like, oh, this feels nice. So it's all relative to some degree. Also depends on the humidity. If humidity is very high, then it'll feel hotter than it actually is. And colder. Humidity just does weird things to the temperature. I see Freiburg coming up, playing FC Union Berlin. Why are we getting all the Bundesliga 2 teams? I don't understand. Man United coming up. It's going to be a tough game. All right, so we want to keep our guys fresh for the Man United game for sure. Bring Osterg in here. Farkas is increased. We'll bring in Fall for Farkas again. Alfredo's obviously suspended, so Bushy gets to come in there. Gara is tired. We'll bring in you. Natman can come out for Augustin. Let's see. Anybody can play on the left? Not really. Natman can technically play over there, so we'll bring in Jorgensen. And then... do I want to bring in Horvat somewhere? Let's bring in Horvat for Hansis. He doesn't play defensive midfield a lot, but he should be okay. And I just want to get him some game time. I'm bringing Elia. I mean, this should be a reasonably good enough game that we can bring in some of these rotatable players. Hopefully. Watch me end up losing here now. Too much rotation. Probably. Nope. Still good. Johnson getting to go. Paris getting to go. And a few people hopefully happy now. All right, so everybody's happy except for Castro, who's supposed to be going out alone. That's fine. That makes me happy. Right, 30 more minutes in the save or in the stream. Man United, it's going to be a tough one. Definitely need to bring our starters on this one. All right, so quite a bit over wage budget, but I'm not super worried about that. The board should still be happy with us overall. We're winning games. That's what matters, right? Fortunately, we have no money to get any good Wonder Kids that we see now. Not been suspended. Oh, and Gustin is injured, so Jorgensen, I guess, going to come in on that right. Everybody else is going to stay out there, as is. Let's go, guys. Man United. It's a tough one. We can do it. Barely. We did do it, but barely. Currently second in the Champions League. Behind Bayer Leverkusen, who's behind us in the Bundesliga. That's interesting. But yeah, they're doing well. Good job. And obviously we're number one over here by 43-point goal differential. We have more goals than, let's see, that's 33, 40. We have almost as many goals differential as the next three teams. That's insane. Something. We've got a pretty good team, even if we're a little bit challenged in the Champions League. What you would expect. I mean, it's the Champions League. You want to get challenged there. Otherwise, why would you care about winning it? if the Champions League wasn't challenging, then winning it would be kind of pointless. Schalke coming up. Hopefully we do a little bit of rotation there. Speaking of Bayer Leverkusen, they're coming up. Actually, will be a pretty challenging game based on how they've been playing. I need you guys to be happy, please. I'm trying to get everybody game time. I'd love to get more and more of you guys game time. All right, let's see what we got here. Again, we can do some rotation here. Bring in both Elia and Osterk. I'm fine with that. Botsky needs to sit for Botson, and we'll go ahead and bring in Horvat on the left here. Okay, Farkas is okay. Alfredo's okay. Blanco. Vergara. Let's bring out Vergara. We'll bring in Gustin for Natman. Do I want to try to get Yurchkovic in somewhere? We don't really have a place for him, do we? Which one of you is closer to being, like, maybe tired? We'll get Farkas out for fall. The only person not getting game time that wants some is Yurchkovic right now. Bring you onto the bench for Perez then. Maybe that'll... I don't think that'll appease you much, but at least you're there. All right, we'll go with this. Quite a bit of rotation here, but gotta make people happy because we're gonna, I think, need these guys long term. Hey, look, we win 3-0. Horvat with a pair of goals and Osterk with a goal. Good stuff. All right, 6 days until our next game, so we get plenty of rest for everybody. We got a couple tough games coming up. Got the Bayer Leverkusen, and then we got FC Bayern. Do anybody still with release clauses? Nope, we do not. Thought we'd gotten rid of all of them, but couldn't remember. So even though all these people want to come in for players in the January transfer window, we should be able to say no to pretty much all of them. Now, if we get a good enough deal for somebody, we might have to just say yes just for our financial reasons, but hopefully we can say no to everybody. Good job, Johnson. Except you don't like to be praised. Okay. Nope. Noted. Wolfsburg set for new Bundesliga clean sheet milestone. Consecutive clean sheets. Oh, okay. Surprised Jorgensen isn't unhappy about his playtime yet, but I'm assuming that will be coming soon. Same thing for Rodriguez. Rodriguez hasn't really been getting much playtime lately. All right, good job, everybody. Facing contract stalemate? I think we're okay for the moment. Famous last words, but I think we're okay. We might look at getting you a contract later, you know, towards the end of the season. All right, it's Bayer Leverkusen. We're going to have to play our starters, I think. The other guys are just going to have to accept that. Do nothing. 6 and Cars picking up goals. Perez and Zavatsky picking up assists. Nice. "21 days until our next game, so let's get us a couple friendlies locked in here. So we can put one way up there. It should be good. I just want to get a couple during that time period. "10 games without conceding a goal. New record. Nice. There's just no recommended players because nobody's at the level that we're at. No. I mean, if you guys have time left in your contracts currently, we'll wait to the end of the season. Yeah, we got to 2037, so you guys can both be patient, please. I have no idea who you are, so we'll say no to the contribution one, and we'll say yes to the other two. Yes, sir. You can go wherever you want to go. "13 minutes left. Osterk wants more game time. Of course you do. I mean, you are an influential player. I'd like to get you more game time. Everybody wants more game time. many games have you had started this year, Osturk? 9. I mean, you've had 9 starts. It's not bad. Granted, it's half as many as 6 has had in that same spot. So I guess I get it, but still. It's not like we haven't been playing you at all. Pereira wins Goalkeeper of the Year. Congratulations, Pereira. Impressive. World Team of the Year. Pereira and Blanco and Farkas. Well, Farkas wasn't with us when he got, that, but Blanco was, so that's good. There's Osman. Love to see him in there. VFL Wolfsburg players named the best 11. North America best 11. Alfredo, Perez, Blanco. Very cool. European Golden Boy. January 1st. There's a lot of data to crunch, apparently. Our finances are pretty bad, but we can fix those with a couple good sells, so I'm not super concerned at the moment. All right, we are in the transfer window, so usually what I do is I come in here and I go ahead and check the status of our team and make sure that we don't need to make any changes. So Pereira in, come on, tablet thingamajigger. All right, Pereira still in goal. That makes sense. Leosin obviously behind him. All still makes sense. On the left-hand side, definitely would not be playing Natman over there. Between Alfredo and Bushy. I mean, Alfredo's just the better. I know Bushy was rated as an elite one at some point, but I just think Alfredo is just better over there. In fact, Bushy might be somebody we want to eventually move on now. I mean, I just don't know that he's going to be, sorry about that. I want information. He's never going to be homegrown at club. And I think I'd rather get a wonder kid back here behind him that we think could develop into something. Do we have anybody on the under squads that could be playing over there? No. I mean, Chicho's center, Hussein his center. Either one of you guys could train over there. You could train on the right. I mean, you could. I mean, you're fickle. I don't like that. But you could potentially become somebody who becomes better over there. Maybe we think about selling Bushy. Let me add him to my out list here. If we can get some money for Bushy, that'll help pay for our bills. And again, he's not going to be somebody who's long-term going to be super, super great for us. And then we'll just plan on trying to develop Hussein back there. We'll see. We'll see how that works. And then we might eventually try to find us a better player for that spot. But I think Bushy needs to be sold. So let me plan on that here in a moment. Let's take a look at the rest of the squad planner though. Right side, Broyar would not play over here. Jorgensen would probably not play over here. So it would be Natman and Gustin, and honestly, they're both just solid. So we're happy with both those guys at the moment. No complaints there. All right, middle. We got Blanco, Vergara, Johnson. Farkas would not play here. Jorgensen. I mean, I think we're pretty much set here as well. Actually, Johnson's now listed as elite. But I think our lineup is good. I think Blanco, Vergara are our starters. Johnson's behind them, and Jorgensen's behind them. You're subscribed to me on YouTube. Thank you. What's up? I'm just having a good old time with some Football Manager stuff. So far, so good. All right, defensive midfield. This is where we're going to have some changes, I'm sure. Horvat does not play here. Acosta's, I mean, he's technically back at the team. I need to move him down to the bottom. Fall is here, of course. Paolini is fine. Natman does not play here. Farkas and Hanses. Okay, so our top two, of course, are Hanses and Farkas. Obviously, they're both incredible players. Do we still agree that Paolini is our third? Yes. Do we still agree that Rodriguez is our fourth? I mean, Rodriguez and Fall are pretty close. I actually think Fall gets ahead of Rodriguez now. He's been playing pretty well lately. So I think Fall takes that second spot, and then Acosta's somebody we want to sell on. If we can get somebody to buy Acosta for any amount of money, that would be good. All right, next, left side. I mean, Perez and Horvat, both elite. Gotta love them. Ertzgriven, I mean, obviously he's great. We can get him out on loan. That might be a way for us to make him happy. Right, because he's never going to be homegrown at the club, right? He could be German, though. So let me try to get him out on loan. And we'll see where that goes. All right, finally on the right-hand side, Cars does not play here. Fall does not play here. Botson does. Acosta technically does not. Maiga we don't care about, although we just need to make sure he's still on the list to hopefully someday sell. So we're going to drop him off. So Zavatsky and Botson, pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that lineup right now. And then lastly, I guess our strikers. So the ones I haven't looked at. Yeah. Strikers, obviously Botson does not play here. Castro will leave him on the list, but he doesn't really play here. Zavatsky does not play here. And that's it. So Elia, I mean, Elia's great, but we're going to still drop him down because of his lack of, big game experience, I suppose. I think Cars is still number 1. 6 is secondary. Elia is a close third. Osterik's behind them, and Castro's last. I think nothing changes there. Yeah, I'm happy with all that. We like Elia, and I want to keep Elia happy. He'll still get plenty of game time, but I personally just love bringing Elia on as a sub. He'll come in as a sub, and 30 minutes left in the game, get a couple goals because he's just so fast. Is this a Wolfsburg yet? Yep, this is a Wolfsburg save. It is. I mean, it started off as a journeyman, like we were unemployed, and we started off in Turkey, and then we ended up in Wolfsburg. But so far, so good. All right, let's go ahead and then set up some of these guys that we want to sell. So Bushy gets sold. Hopefully, he doesn't get too unhappy about this. $68 million. I'll let Benfica come in for an offer on for $68 million. How much did we pay for him? 63. So it's actually, we're breaking even. But honestly, we need the money right now. And if he's only ever going to be a 3-star player, then we are okay with getting rid of him. All right, let's see if we can also get any intermediary. Goodness. No. I'm going to say no to those. I don't think those are good. If we can get 68 mil for them, I'm okay with that. Anything less is probably not really worth it. All right, so that's Bushy. Acosta. How much did we pay for Acosta? 6 mil. Anything we get for Acosta is a big time profit. So. If somebody wants to come in for 30 mil for a guy we paid 6 mil for that we're not using at all, I'm very happy with that. I'm going to leave it at 30 mil. I will hire an intermediary. Okay, that's fine. All right, and then Maiga, of course, still trying to get rid of that dude. We cannot seem to get rid of him. Nobody wants him. I mean, at this point, I think we just sell him out for whatever we can because the money in the bank is better than whatever drinking habit he seems to have. All right, and then last but not least, if we can get yours driven out on loan. Oh, and we had somebody else we had to send out on loan. Castro. You're given loan status. Let's say he's available for loan. Let's offer him out for loan. I mean, we're just going to unspecified. We're just going to throw him out there. Same thing with Castro. Where is Castro? Blind as a bat, apparently. There he is. I was like, where is he? I think we've already got you set for loan. We do. Let's just send you out. Just offer you out. See if we get anything. Any bites. So Castro would be another one for loan. Okay. We'll see if we get any bites for any of those guys. I won. Yes, I have won the Champions League. I have. We won it last year. So if we're technically done with the save. So at this point, we're just trying to see if we could just basically be the best team in all the entire world, you know, consistently. Obviously, we've got some ridiculously good players, and we just want to be the best in the world. So between now and basically FM25, we're just playing around, we're messing around at this point. Let's advance a little bit. I know technically it's time. I just kind of want to see if we get any bites on any of those guys within this first few days, and then we'll call it there. We get 30 mil for Acosta. I would be extremely happy. We need defender lefts. We really do. Do we care about you? We do not. But I don't want to have to pay for you to leave. Sorry, buddy. Ferrat. We don't care about you either. But again, I don't want to have to pay for you to leave. I mean, yeah, I guess it technically reduces my wage budget, but still, it just feels weird. If somebody comes back in for him, we might think about it again. But for now, I'm just going to be a little bit stubborn. What are you unhappy about? I'm not sure what they would be unhappy about. We're like overachieving everything we possibly can. Yeah, no, 6 is not going anywhere. Sorry. Acosta can go somewhere, though. Honestly, Acosta can go to either of these places. I do not care. These are both good money offers for us. Whichever one he is happy with. Bushy can definitely go. 100%. Please. 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 All right, we're going to say yes anyway because I really need you to go there. Because we need some money for you. No. Don't care. We'll say yes to that. That's fine. We got a couple offers in. Micah, unfortunately, has not. Nobody wants him. But that's just going to have to be what it is, I guess. We'll get through this next friendly, and then we'll probably call the stream there. Save the second half of the season for next time I stream. Nobody wants to offer for either of you guys. That's disappointing. Castro. Okay, here's a loan. honestly. I mean, any of these are fine. They're all regular starter. Maybe not the squad player. Say no to the squad players. Actually, probably just explicitly say yes to the important player ones. And we'll start with that. We'll probably just... You know what? I can say yes to the rest of these. That's fine. Regular starters good enough. That's all good. We're fine with that. Just go somewhere. Oh, there we go. There's some loans for you. Again, squad player, and we'll say no to, but everything else we'll say yes to. That all looks good to me. Go somewhere. Get those guys out for loan. That'll help a little bit of our unhappiness from some guys. I mean, our club's interested in you for what? Mostly loan. I really don't want to get rid of Schultz. I'll be honest with you. I mean, it's not great, but it's better than nothing, I suppose. At least he gets something going, and maybe we could sell him on for something later. I'd rather sell you, but at least it's something. If we could sell Acosta and Bushy, then that takes care of our current bank account issues. Broyar, will you let me talk to you at the end of the year? Yes, good. All right, well, that's going to be that. We're going to put a cut in there. Really hoping that we can get some of these guys going out soon. Oh, you know what? We got some sell on clauses. That gets us a little bit of money. Yeah, that's actually some good money there. I'm happy with both of those. Help out the bank account a little bit. And yeah, hopefully we can get some of these other guys sold out. Bushy, specifically Acosta. And of course, get these guys out for loan. Make them a little bit happy. Get them some development. And see where that goes. Yep, we're going to put a cut in there. When we come back, we will pick it up where we left off. We'll just keep playing with got FC Bayern coming up next. We'll get through the rest of the season. Hopefully, I mean, we got a lot of green dots there. Got a couple very annoying red dots and 2 very annoying yellow dots, but mostly green. So we're obviously doing really well. Number 1 in the Bundesliga, 48 goal differential, which is more than, well, definitely more than the second, next 2 in a row, but not quite the third. We're second in the Champions League, but I'm not too worried about that. We're going to be making the playoffs pretty easily. Still in the Pokal, and of course we won the UEFA Super Cup and lost the German Super Cup unexplainably, but that's okay. We don't care. So overall, still a very, very strong, good season. But anyway, speaking of streams, I am not going to be streaming next Monday. I'm going to skip a week. I mean, full disclosure, I think I've mentioned this a few times. I play World of Warcraft, and the new expansion's coming out, so I'm going to be playing some of that expansion over the next week or so. So, yeah, so no stream next week, but we'll be continuing back in Monday after that. So, but for now, I do appreciate everybody watching. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time.